Government officials insist that this...
That BNC Live has been following from the beginning. A father continues his mission to find out what happened to his son.
Daniel Robinson vanished in the Buckeye Desert.
Daniel Robinson went missing in the Buckeye Desert.
Urgent plea from a father who has scoured the vast Arizona desert himself.
4-year-old Daniel Robinson. And this is a very, very odd mystery.
Daniel Robinson disappeared on June 23rd in the far West Valley.
His parents, David and Melissa, need our help.
I'm David Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson.
His name, Daniel Robinson. And leading the search, not law enforcement, but Daniel's father, David.
God knows how much we can bear, you know? And at times I feel like I can't really take but so much.
Where is Daniel Robinson?
And, identify they were human leg bones.
But you know what? It's still urgent to me as a father because, we found human remains out here.
David Robinson had only one thought on his mind as he drove the nearly 1,800 miles from his South Carolina home to Phoenix.
I had to find my son. I also want to thank the volunteers that come out here every weekend, volunteering their time. And, without these special people behind me, I wouldn't have a search.
How does a young man vanish off the face of the earth? How does that happen? No record, no sightings, nothing. He's just gone. And when I say a young man, I'm talking about 25-year-old Daniel Robinson. He is the apple of his parents' eye. A young geologist, music lover, good looking, great grades, the works. So why can't we find Daniel? I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. And his dad, David Robinson, is using the GoFundMe money to fund his own investigation in the desperate search for his boy, his son, Daniel Robinson, 25 years old. What happened to him? How did he just disappear? David Robinson, sir, thank you so much for being with us. Tell me, when you first realized your son just hadn't called in a couple of days, that he was truly missing.
Yes, my son, on the 23rd, I did get a call from my daughter. She also lives out in Phoenix. And at times I feel like I can't really take but so much more.
But in his weakest times, David says it's the volunteers that provide him strength.
Everybody know that I call them my extended family. And so this visual is the same thing. We all here have one common goal, and that's to find Daniel and also to bring light what happened to other families.
As the Robinsons' extended family light candles tonight, their collective light shines towards that day when their question is answered and Daniel comes home. Josh Sanders, 12 News.
Good evening, everybody. Good day. This is David Robinson. I'm the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. My son Daniel, a graduate of the College of Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina, came out to Arizona to start his career in geology. He got hired on with a company called Matrix New World, Matrix Southwest Groundwater, as a field geologist, also called hydrogeologist. As you guys know, my son had went missing off his job site out in the Sonoran Desert of Buckeye, Arizona on June 23rd of 2021. I've been out here since that time fighting for my son. I've been fighting by conducting desert searches, weekly desert searches out there. Covered at least 40 some weeks of searches, as well as over 32 to 35,000 acres of land searching for my son. Since then, I also have been doing the flyer distributions as well. Had the city searches as well, which the city searches turned into that flyer distribution. Putting out thousands and thousands of flyers, billboards from the east side of Phoenix all the way out to the west side on I-10 corridor. And also, like I said, have things like that I have right now in the outreach. I've been on dozens and dozens of interviews and things like that, getting my son's story out there and constantly fighting for his story to stay out there and to the public, as well as bringing awareness, as well as out there in the desert fighting for him, and also helping others as well. So as you know, I'm still here in Arizona. You guys have been helping me from day one. The first time I came out here, I didn't know what to expect, and I think no family would know what to expect when they come out searching for their loved one. So it was very unexpected. I did come out here. I asked God to help me, and I reached out to the community, and the community reached back out to me. So I'm really grateful for you guys for all that you have been doing from day one. Since I've been out here in Arizona, you guys have been keeping me here, keeping my boots on the ground. That's one of the most important things, is for me to be here, to be able to fight for my son, and also to put the pressure on the Buckeye Police Department and all the others who can somehow help me getting the answers into what happened to my son. As you know, I also have been starting my own investigation. I have hired a private investigator, so that's where you guys know where all the information that we know about my son's vehicle to the time the first incident happened, things like that. So I've been working very hard every day, trying to find new ways to find my son. As you know, some of the searches, the desert searches, have been stalled, for a time because of funding. One of my major goals is to get the forensics work done. That wasn't done on the scene. I want to make sure that everything is done, because those are the answers that I need. I've been fighting since that time to try to get the forensic, the money up for the forensics, to get the forensics done, because that's the key to a lot of things I have been finding out in my own investigation. There's some things I can't put out to the public, of course, but I do have some forward moving. So, like I said, you guys have been keeping me here, keeping me having the ability to do some my own investigations, to be able to go forward. I'm going forward to those answers that I need to find out what happened to my son. And the only way I can tie those things in to what I already know is the forensic work. So that's what I'm coming to you guys today for that continued help. You guys have been donating to the GoFundMe. I'm at the 300-something thousand dollar goal. I'm trying to reach that goal. So if you guys can, please, if you have anything that you can, no matter if it's small or large, I need your help to continue on my fight here on the ground, keep my boots on the ground, and continue what I have been doing from day one. I've been here fighting for my son's honor, fighting for his justice. I have the petition for you guys. I really appreciate it, guys. And when you do sign that petition, you're putting your voice there and making your voice known for my son and everything that I believe in. Because, one of the biggest travesty in my son's case is at the beginning. The first 24 to 48 hours is the most crucial moment. We didn't receive that. The first initial search for my son with the helicopter search and going out in that desert was almost 3 days after my son went missing. There was an assumption at the beginning. The reason why they didn't act immediately is because my son, according to them, is a grown man. If he want to disappear, if he want to, and that was a big assumption that caused that. So, and also the fact that I had to wait an extra 3 hours because I didn't make that 12-hour wait time before I can report my son missing. So things like that causes a case like my son's to be hampered. Because we know, like I said, they have a whole entire show called The First 48 Hours. And that really matters. Detectives need those hours to really get to work immediately. And when those things are done, that time click, and that's to put a shorter, make it harder for an investigator to find the answers to what those things are. So that's what happened in my son's case at the beginning. As you guys know, from that point on, I have been doing all my searches on my own. Have never had to organize anything in my life in terms of volunteers. And you guys, I have done that. Like I said, my searches have collected, not collected, but found other human remains, bringing some closures to some other families out there whose family loved ones out there in the desert, in the same desert, Sonoran Desert, where my son went missing. So my searches have been fruitful. Has been finding other articles like cell phone and also clothing items. In the same matter, my son clothing was found. Or allegedly, my son's clothing was found at the crash site. So there's a lot of fruitfulness came out of the searches, as well as, like I said, you guys have been getting those flyers out. I had a flyer distribution program. I've sent out flyers to people, and also have a PDF on the pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. Even also in my efforts to find my son, I was reaching out to help other families as well. I founded the Daniel Robinson Foundation. We're still working on this as an infancy stage right now, but we're working on that That foundation is geared to help other families not to go through some of the things that I had to go through just to get some national attention, just to get some help out there in the searches, the resources that I needed that I never received out there in the desert search and things like that. So this foundation would be very helpful for other families as well. I have some things I'll stroll on the bottom on the screen that I want you guys to remember as well as the Day of Remembrance. That was birthed because of the help of other families. As you know, according at this time here, it's being rescheduled because of a court decision on that weekend. But we have that rescheduled, and we want to make sure families be able to take advantage of that. And also, I have this YouTube channel. Please help find Daniel YouTube channel to get Daniel's story out there, because we know, and you guys, if you can, please like and share to please help find Daniel YouTube channel, because we know that we definitely have to keep your person's story alive. My son's story did get national attention, but it took me 3 months to get there. It took me 3 hard months trying to work really hard to get local coverage, as well as putting his name out there in social media. When it finally caught through a retweet of a tweet that went viral, as well as some things that happened, unfortunately, in another family that helped booster Daniel's story up. But ever since then, that story dies, with the media, because they look for new things. That's when I had to make sure as a father that Daniel's story don't end just there with the news media. So of course I got this YouTube channel to keep his name out there, try to build this channel, so you guys can help me in that way as well. Help me build a YouTube channel to be able to get Daniel's story out, as well as being able to help other families who have missing loved ones. They can also do the same. As you know, your funding has always helped me, or also helped me with my tip line. There's a paid tip line here, 24 hours, 7 days a week tip line with live operators that could take a call. So it's for that person or those persons who know and who have these answers to what happened to my son, to utilize this number. So I keep this number flowing. Like I said, 24 hours, 7 days a week, live operators. They would answer the call, and that person who called that number can stay anonymous if they like. If they don't want to talk to anyone, they can do what's on the bottom screen as well. They can just text the word tip to that number, and they still can remain anonymous. The text the word tip, the form come up, they can actually fill that form out, give me the tip that I need to bring my son home, and they don't have to speak to anybody. He still can remain anonymous. So definitely utilize that tip number. Also, if I have, like I said, a flyer distribution program for those who want to distribute flyers out there, become an ambassador for your city. So you guys can hit please help find Daniel at yahoo.com and request those things as well. That really helps getting Daniel's story out, as well as an infrastructure to the Daniel Robinson Foundation in the future, to help other families when we have to get their flyers out as well. So that's very helpful if you guys can participate in that. Also, if anybody want to contact me, please help find Daniel at yahoo.com, or the number you see down on the bottom of the screen there, 803-200-7994. You can reach me. Also, if you want to help and volunteer in other ways, there's another volunteer other ways tab on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. You can always go out there and put your skill sets there, because like I said, that skill sets will go towards the foundation once it's in its completion of the infancy stage, as well as helping us now some things I have to have done in my efforts to find Daniel. So you guys can always go and go to the pleasehelpfinddaniel.com website for all that kind of information. So I really appreciate you guys for listening to me. But like I said, my whole goal is right now to remain here in Arizona, and I need your help. I need your help. I need to reach this goal. You go to the GoFundMe, go to pleasehelpfinddaniel.com and go on the donate tab, and you can donate there. I really need to get this, get up to that number there that goal that I'm trying to reach. And if you guys can help me get to that goal, I'd be very appreciative. I have a lot of work to still continue. It's been a continual effort from day one. I have been working. I have not been on vacation. I have not been here on some joy trip. I've been working every day hard, day and night, working, trying to find my son. So you guys can help me to remain here keep my boots on the ground, as well as keep my efforts going for everything I'm doing to find my son. This is a big movement, because a lot of families don't get the opportunity to go out and look for their loved ones. But God has blessed me to be able to be here and go out and find my son. And I need your help. I can't do it alone. I would never be able to do it alone. So I just want to tell you, thank you guys for your time. And please, by all means, like I say, please go to pleasehelpfinddaniel.com under the donation tab, and you can donate there. I'm really, really trying to reach that goal. So if you guys can get me there, I really appreciate it. God bless you. And I hope you have a wonderful night, a wonderful day, or whatever time it is for you. And God bless you and everybody that you love. Thank you.